Good morning, guys. This is Kenzo Xtrahot Forex. So let's go straight to our daily analysis, guys. You know what? It's Friday. It's Friday. I hope everyone is having a very great week. Actually, we can say this is the month end of January. So, what do we see at the moment? We just need to go straight to US oil. But before I go there, don't forget that we still have that signal indicator, which is $20, a robot, which is $100, and VIP signals, which is $20. If you already purchased one of my system before, you can get the robot with 50% off, which is going to be like $50, right? So just because now it's end of January, we need to look back and see what really happened, guys. Actually, when I look back, actually, let's say maybe on as I trade Nasdaq, I just need to show you something. Actually, as I always say, or as I always preach, I buy Nasdaq only, guys. So actually, since we broke out of this, you can see this sell off here. Going back here, things were very nice, guys. Things like here, everything was very nice, and I can say the whole year everything was very perfect. But you can see from this area, or I'll just start with obviously I'll just start with Nasdaq, then I will finish with the other ones. So after when we start to have this type of sell-offs, guys, yeah, you see here we saw some disturbing losses. We had some very crazy losses, which there's nothing we can do, guys. There's nothing we can do. But if the market is going to recover, yes, we're going to have some very nice profits. Why I only buy, if I can show you maybe on a bigger time frame, you can see this is from only 2020. From only 2020, the market was just moving to the upside. It means even if maybe I lost around this area, if maybe I thought the market was going to reject nicely, the market maybe kept selling, it means from these days I was just making profits. But that December, to me, it was not really good. And at the moment we are on January, which is not very good on my side, because when we expect the market to recover, that is not happening. So which means now, as I said, I'm focusing only on Nasdaq. I think I need to add something on my list, which is going to be not something from the US, not US30. I think I can focus on also German40 or German30. Why? Because mostly if you go with the US30 and Nasdaq, mostly they react the same, guys. They react the same. So, but even German30 also correlate with them, but much better, not exactly as 100% as what you will see on US30 and Nasdaq, right? So it means January, December was not really good. Actually, for me, on my side, personally, for me, we took some very heavy losses, which is part of the game, but we always bounce back. So please don't let people tell you that they don't lose in the market. We lose, guys. But if you accumulated some cash along the way, just know, when we say we lose, we're not saying we broke. We're just saying we lose along the way. Why? Because we expect the market to recover, and that is not happening. Yes, if maybe I was selling, it means I was going to make some, maybe enough somewhere, but I'm not really having that confident selling Nasdaq, because I never had that before. I just started buying only, and my strategy is based on that. So it's better if I see it going lower, I can do something else. I can trade maybe German30 or maybe gold or other things. Simple as that. But actually I'm focusing only on one thing, which is Nasdaq. I like that. I can't just give up maybe just because 2 months was really rough. That's part of the game. If you trade, if you know how trading is, you will understand what I'm trying to share with you here. You will understand that. So let's go on the analysis. So on the daily time frame, we can see that, you know what, this thing is still like seriously on a bearish momentum. You can see that before, we can say something like this. Before, we had a very nice uptrend. That's why we were just keep buying, then until we have this fake move there, and we thought maybe the market was about to respect that area, and the market did not respect that area, and Nasdaq kept pushing lower to the lower side. You can see the market broke out of that, right? So let's push to a bit smaller time frame so that we see what's really happening on that area. So let's see. So guys, even if you are a great trader, that doesn't mean that you don't lose. People, they get twisted. They think maybe when you say, oh, we just win every day. Yes, maybe if the person that is telling you that they don't lose, they don't really show you the real truth about trading. Yes, you can make a lot and you can still lose. That is quite obvious. So what do we see at the moment? We see that on a 4-hour time frame, the market is still on a very, very strong bearish momentum. So we can try to zoom that and see what's really happening. So we see that, okay, the market is still on under that bearish. Let me try to remove this, or let's find that, or let me just remove that so that you can see things clearly. I can try to remove this. So once I remove this, you can see that the market is still respecting this resistance. And every time when the market reaches this area, you can see the market is pushing lower. But around this area, it seems like the market is now doing what? It's now consolidating. You can see where I drawn the red bars. You can see the market pushed lower, up, up. Here the market is, at the moment it's here. So what does this mean here? When you see the market consolidating or ranging, it means the market is about to take a very strong U-turn, whether to the lower side or maybe to the upside. But here also there's a combination where we can see that actually the market also is giving us this a wedge move, which shows us that there must be something brewing here. Then we might see the market pushing to the lower side, as we can see that the market is still already its own bearish momentum. Or maybe we might see the market breaking the resistance and pushing to the upside, which is something that I want. But at the moment, please stay out of Nasdaq, because now we have two things here. We have the support, which is very close, and we also have the resistance, which is very close. And you can also maybe have that. So you can see that the market is actually playing between these two lines, or maybe you can say 3 lines, support and resistance. So it means the market is still thinking, but remember, it's still January, guys. Still January, still fresh January. I don't expect the market to do some miracles. I still think the market can be in our favor along the way, even if maybe it doesn't do what we want. But as long as we can understand the structure of the market, then that's how we communicate with the market. So you don't have to, the market doesn't have to buy every day just because I buy only. No, as long as I can understand the structure, yes, I can just stay out of the market. I can focus on something else. I'm not fixed only on Nasdaq, even if I like trading Nasdaq. I hope you understand that. So I hope maybe you can see. I can't tell you whether to sell, but I can tell you that Nasdaq is still on bearish, while we still below this resistance. The market is still respecting that. That's the reason why we don't buy now at the moment. But you can still buy around these zones. You can see that there is a strong support, because we see the market came there 3 times. You can see the market came here 3 times, and we are on a 4-hour time frame. It means if you go like on an hour, you will find like multiple candlesticks playing around that area, which means that can be our new support area, because when we look back, we did not see that. So for us to buy, it's better to have that patience and wait for the market to break this area. Then we can say, you know what, now it's time for us to buy. But at the moment, we need to chill. We need to chill, guys. So let's go to the next one, which is US30. Now I started them like backwards. So if you missed my previous maybe videos and you want to understand how the market reached this area, guess what? I still think the market is just playing with us. I think the market is now changing the direction because the sell-off is no longer like before. You can see the sell-off was just like this, but now the sell-off, you can see this bullish candlesticks here. You can see that the market is changing that direction because we never saw any strongest bullish like that before when the market was selling. That is showing us that maybe the market is time for it to change that direction. I hope you can see that. So what do we see now? Now we see that the market, even if maybe it's not really giving us some very clear moves, but we already see that the market is creating something very nicely, which I can just call it, you can see it's a support and resistance, which is quite clear on my side. I don't know if maybe you don't see that, but I see that. You can see that we have a nice resistance which the market respected and a nice support which the market respected. So the market is moving like this. So which means actually the market is changing the trend, because before the trend was going lower, now it means the market is pushing to the upside. But the market is way too clever, because the market won't just jump and start to push to the upside. The market will just try to consolidate, and when you start to realize, you will find the market around this area, and the market will be moving like that. When you check, you will see, oh, the market was here last week. What if maybe I bought and hold around this area? It means the market was going to be like in your favor. Yes, the market might be in your favor if you try to hold your trades, but if you don't hold the trades, sometimes that's what happens most of the time. We see the market is at the level, at the lowest level. Next week it will be around here. The other week it will be around here. But you still get out with those small losses, which this thing is happening to every one of us. So sometimes the market will just challenge us and do those things that maybe, like you might see here, the market was trying to push the upside. Then after the market pushed to lower, then after that, you see that the market is like consolidating. But just because we still have that fear of bearish momentum that we had a few days or a few weeks ago, you might not go on you might limit your buy positions. Why? Because you think like this bearish might come back. Yes, that might come back, but I don't really think so. I don't think maybe that will continue, but anything can happen also. But the fear that we had from this sell-off might stop you from making very nice profit going to the upside, because your mind is telling you, oh, this thing is still pushing lower, even if we see that the trend is trying to change. I hope you see that, but at the moment, I think the market is on bullish. You can just wait for the market to go a little bit lower before you can say, now it's time to buy. But around this area, actually, I think it's a buy zone. Around this area, even here is still a buy zone, because we saw a very oversold or very strong bearish. It means the market might still give us some very nice move. Just think, like, what do you see the market? Where do you see the market in 2 months or a month? I think the market will be like away from these areas. So if you think about that, try to go back and see, what if maybe I have a trade here? What will happen? Yes, you might have those rejections, you might have those losses, but guess what? The market will eventually recover. I hope you understand that. So without wasting your time, let's go to the next one. I don't like to I don't like to make a very long videos, guys. So on German30 or German40, I'll make sure that I'm very quick. So we can see that German30 actually reached the support area, then it's trying to move to the upside, even though we have a small rejection, which I think it has to be there. We can see the market pushed up, came back, push up. I think this one is coming back again. Then I think we might see another push little bit lower before we see another push. But remember, we still have this resistance here. It means the market has to come here, whether it's going to respect here and go back, or maybe the market is going to break this and get off, break that, and maybe we can keep buying again. But even around this area, I think it's still a very nice zone to buy. I think the market is creating a move like this. Then after, the market is going to push up, which is something that we want, obviously, which is something that we want. So I think I need to have a stand for microphone. I think this microphone is very far. So yeah, I think I need to get something. So yeah, now we are on gold. I hope maybe you did sold gold, because if you still remember when I talked with you about on a daily time frame, where I said the market was giving us this respecting this area as a resistance. Did you remember that? I think you still remember. So I said the market, when it reaches here, we might have that sell off. I did send that signal in my group, and I hope they killed it, unless if they did not hold. And remember, I said there's possibility that the market might not respect this support area here. Why? Because on a bigger time frame, it shows that this area is also one of the support that we have, you see. So this area is not different from maybe this type of an area. So there's possibility that the market might push to the lower side before we see the market pushing up. Sometimes if you're getting confused with smaller time frame, just use a daily time frame. Maybe you will see what's really happening. You can see on a daily time frame, it shows you very well that the market was just respecting this area, and I don't think you were going to miss this one. You just enter, then you are in profit. But unfortunately, I did not take this trade because my mind is focusing on Nasdaq, and I'm dedicated to that. You know, when you follow something, it doesn't matter whether it's falling or it's going up. You focus on that so that you can master that. So I did not take the trade, even though I saw the signal, and that is my job. This is what I do. I serve signal to my student. I hope they're making money. So let's move to the next one, which is USOIL, which is the last one. So guys, I hope you're going to have a very great weekend. Please don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends. On USOIL, what do we see? We see that the market is still on that bullish momentum. So since we are on a daily time frame, we see that the market broke this sort of a resistance, pushed back, tried to respect this area, and now the market is pushing up to the upside again. So it means since the market is moving to the upside, let's try to get a closer look that we can focus on. Let's make this auto. We can see that actually, let's remove this area, because now we have a new area, guys. So it means the market is showing us something that we need to focus on. Look at this area. The market, you see, the market gave us something like this. So the market was respecting this area. You can see that. Then the market broke that, came back and respect our previous resistance. You can see that. And again pushed up, came back and respect that area. So that is giving us a clue that, you know what, it means this area now is a part of our support, even if it was a resistance. So that you can see that, oh, the market is actually playing around these zones, you see. So let me just make this thing dark, a little bit darker. Yeah, something like that. So you can see that actually the market is on an uptrend, and the market is breaking those areas. You can see even this area, if you want to trade like that, you can see the market came back and respect the previous resistance 3 times or 4 times, did the same thing. Even here you can expect the same thing to happen. The market might push up, come back, respect the previous resistance before moving to the upside. This is the very strongest bullish momentum that you can get out there. Please guys, if you want to get funded with a very small amount, maybe from $60, check my description. You will find a Trader Central account. Click that, you can join. Then from $2,000 with only $60, you can deposit $60. Then you get 5,000 to trade with. It's a profit share. 60% is what you're going to get, but there are so many terms and conditions that you can follow, but which are very simple. Just check that. Maybe that can also help you. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, guys. Like, share with your friends, and make the channel very great. The channel is growing very fast, and thanks to everyone who already subscribed. This is Kenzo, Xtrahot Forex. Have a great Friday. Bye.